Okay, so let's proceed with this question. The question states, write a program to display all the prime numbers from 1 to user's limit. This question is bit tricky. So over here we will be utilizing nested looping. So let's proceed. For import java.util utilization of the package. After that, public class prime. The name of the class I have given over here is prime. You can give anything in accordance of your choice. After that, public static void main string args. Over here, passing of the string argument in the main function. After that, scanner is equal to new scanner system.in. That means instantiation. That means for creation of the object. Name of the object over here is in. You can utilize anything. System.out.println, enter the upper limit. What is the upper limit? Why have I utilized over here? Since in question it is given user's limit. That means the top limit. That means let's suppose user gives the number 100. That means we are supposed to display all the numbers starting from 1 till 100. Okay. So that is why I have given over here enter the upper limit. This is the comment line. You can write anything in accordance of your choice. Okay. After that, num is equal to in.nextInt. In.nextInt is what? In.nextInt is the function that is responsible for inserting the number inside the variable that is num. Okay. After that, for a is equal to 1, a is less than equal to num, a plus plus. That means what? The top limit is num, right? Since we have stored the user's choice inside num, right? Whatever choice, whatever user have given, let's suppose 100, let's suppose 90, whatever user have given, that went inside num, right? Now, for a equal to 1, a is less than equal to num, a plus plus. That means, how many times will this loop run? This loop will run that many number of time. The number of time, what will be the user's limit? Let's suppose user gave 100, that means this loop is going to run for 100 times, right? So what is the purpose of this loop? This loop is the parent loop. Understood? This loop is the parent loop. And this very particular loop is going to give you all the numbers. Okay. Whatever numbers we need to check out whether it is prime or not, that number, those numbers will be given by this loop. Let's suppose user gave the top limit 90. So we need to check out starting from 1 till 90, all the numbers we need to check out. So this particular loop is going to give you all those numbers. This particular loop will avail all those numbers. Okay. So that we can check individually all those numbers whether those numbers are prime number or not. Okay. So let's further proceed. Again, we have utilized over here another loop, that is loop inside loop. That means nested looping. For b equal to 1, see I have already declared all this. Num I have declared, a I have declared, b I have declared, as well as fact I have declared, as well as initialized. Over here, one terminatory symbol missing. Okay. So after that, b equal to 1, b is less than equal to a, b plus plus. So okay, let's understand the methodology upon which this program is working. Let's suppose we need to check out whether 7 is prime or not. What shall we do? We need to check out whether the number of factors which can easily divide 7 is 2 or not. 2 numbers. Only 2 numbers. Only 2 factors. Prime numbers means what? Those numbers which have only 2 factors. That is 1 and itself. None of the other numbers should divide that number. A number which have only 2 factors is known as a prime number. So, what we are going to do is, we are going to run a loop starting from 1 till 7. Okay, that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. These are the numbers. So, first of all, this is our target number. We will divide each of these number. Understood? Sorry, we will divide this number using each of these numbers. Okay, and if result comes to be 0, then we will increase the value of fact with 1. At the end, if the fact comes to be 2, that means 7 is a prime number. Okay, again I am explaining. This is our target number. We need to check out whether this number is prime or not. So what we will be doing is, we will be testing this by dividing this number with different numbers starting from 1 till this number. Understood? If let's suppose 9 is prime or not, what we shall do is, we need to check out whether 9 is divisible by 1 or not, 2 or not, 3 or not, 4 or not, till 9, not by 10. Is that clear? And if after dividing 9 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9, if the number of factors comes to be 2, that is 1 and the number itself, only 2 factors, then that targeted number is a prime number. Okay. Now coming back, that is b equal to 1, b is less than equal to a, that means this part, b is equal to 1, b is less than equal to a, b plus plus. After that, if a modulus b is equal to 0, that means a is the number, as I had stated earlier, that this is the parent loop which is going to give you the individual numbers. Okay, a at the very beginning value of a is 1. Later on the value of a will increase to 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, then 6, then 7, then 8. Clear? So this loop will give you different numbers, and after that, using this loop we will test whether the number given by this loop is going to be prime or not. Okay, the criteria starts from here. Okay, b is equal to 1, b is less than equal to a, b plus plus. That means, let's suppose the value of a is 1. Okay, so that means b equal to 1, b is less than equal to a. That means b is less than equal to 1. So how many number of time will this loop run? Only one time. Clear? After that, let's come back over here. A modulus b is, if a modulus b is equal to 0. What is this? This is used to find out the remainder. Okay, so we need to test whether a, that means 1, on dividing by b, the value of b is 1, the remainder comes to be 0 or not. 1 divided by 1, will the remainder come to be 0? Definitely, right? Remainder comes to be 0. Okay, if this condition satisfies, then fact is equal to fact plus 1. What is the original value of fact? Initial value of fact? Initial value of fact is 0. So fact equal to fact plus 1. Yani, that means 0 plus 1. Okay, 0 plus 1. That means fact comes to be 1. Later on fact became 1. Right? After that, again one condition, if the value of fact equal to 2, then SOP ln a. That means what was a? 1. Right? But our fact is, value of fact is 1. So it is not equal to 2. So this condition is not satisfied. Therefore 1 will not be accepted as prime number. Right? Okay, let's proceed to some other number. Let's suppose the value of a became 5, something like 5. The value of a became to be 5. Okay, let's test out. So b equal to 1, b is less than equal to a. That means a is 5, b plus plus. After that, a modulus b equal to 0. Okay, a modulus b, at the very beginning a will be divided by 1. Later on a will be divided by 2. Why? Because there is a lower limit, there is a upper limit. How many number of times will this loop run? 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means every time a will be divided by the number over here, the value of b, whatever the value of b will be. That means at the very beginning a, that is what? 5. 5 will be divided by b. Beginning value of b is 1. Later on the value of b will become to be 2. That means 5 divided by 1, 5 divided by 2, 5 divided by 3, 5 divided by 4 and 5 divided by 5. On division, if the remainder comes to be 0, then the value of fact will be increased. So let's check out. 5 divided by 1, 5 divided by 2, 5 divided by 3, 5 divided by 4 and 5 divided by 5. Since you guys are good in mathematics, I am accepting that you guys are good in mathematics. Therefore, you can easily find out. So okay, jokes apart, 5 by 1, 5 by 2, 5 by 3, 5 by 4 and 5 by 5. So remainder comes to be, over here the remainder comes to be 0. Remainder, okay? Let's give modulus for better understanding. 5 divided by 1, remainder comes to be 0. Check out in mathematics, okay? 5 divided by 1, remainder comes to be 0. 5 divided by 2, remainder comes to be 1, not 0, okay? 5 divided by 3, remainder comes to be 2. 5 divided by 4, remainder comes to be again 1, okay? 5 divided by 5, remainder comes to be again 0. So okay, that means number of remainder comes to be 0. How many number of times? 2 times. Okay. Over here 1 time, over here 1 time. So total number of time when remainder came to be 0 is 2. So okay, 5 is satisfying the condition. Fact equal to fact plus 1. So the value of fact will increase by 2 times. Okay. So the final value of fact will be 2. And this condition gets satisfied. If fact equal to 2, system.out.println A. That means over here the value, that is 5, satisfies all the condition. Therefore, over here system.out.println A, that means 5 will be displayed, since it is satisfying all the condition. So thereby you check out different number to better understand this program. This program is bit tricky. I know this program is bit tricky. Put different numbers and dry run utilizing your precious brain. I know you can do it. Since you guys are very good in mathematics, you can definitely solve this. So okay, best of luck. Thank you.